Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the Standards Weekly Check-In. I'm Colin, behind the camera it's Heavy Metal Dylan.
What's up?
Today we're going to be getting into some staff picks, flipping through some new arrivals, recently priced records, and addressing the viewer questions at the end. As always, if you see anything you like, hit the DMs on Instagram, give the shop a ring, or just cruise in. We're open 11 to 8, 7 days a week. So talk about these staff picks. I got one. Not a lot of people know about this guy.
Who's that?
Jimmy.
Jimmy what?
Mr. Hendrix.
Oh,
I presume.
that's Mr. Hendrix.
Yeah, I haven't actually listened to Hendrix in a long time, and man, whenever you play his stuff, it's like, oh yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
yeah. That's why he's just the guy. And yeah, the live recordings I think always stand out to me a little more than the studio records. This one, yeah, it's mind blowing record. Not much I could say about Jimi Hendrix. Just needle dropped it, brought me a lot of joy. So I'm putting some respect on Mr. Hendrix's name today. What you got for the people, Dylan?
All right, we got a Downfall's new record, Behind the Curtain. Just like some good hardcore, really, like heavy hardcore. Fun fact: if you're listening to this at the gym, it's fun. And
Yeah.
that's it. That's all I gotta say.
Did you? What were you lifting when you were playing that record?
Legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you squat, bro?
Roy Scott.
What did you squat?
315. Yeah.
That's what Downfall can do.
Yeah.
So that's why you listen to Downfall.
True. Honestly.
Flip through some records.
All right.
All right, everyone. A moment of silence for the Queen. It was going to be dead silent. Flip through the whole time. Completely silent. Just no one saying anything. Not a word mentioned. You see records, just note them in your head. Don't say anything.
All right.
It's a moment of silence.
Okay.
Reflect on the life of a great person that passed away. There's a lot of rumors about her being a reptile. Don't listen to those, or maybe reflect on those if that's where you're at in life. Still silent. Just honor,
Respect.
dignity,
Loyalty.
freedom. Did we say honor already?
Yeah.
Okay. Family,
Royalty.
royalty, loyalty,
Yeah.
family, respect, honor, pride.
Pride for the Majesty, Your Highness.
What do they call the judge? Your honor. Your honor.
Yeah, she's not a judge.
That's fucking silly, bro. Like, you have a job, and you're like, okay.
You must call me Your Honor.
Who else gets to do that? It's like everyone goes along with it because it's like, well, I don't know, you want to go to jail?
Yeah, I know, for real.
So call him Your Honor.
Yeah, you can't call him Bill.
You can't call him Mr. Judgment.
Yeah, Your Honor. Anyway, all right.
Yeah, that's why we're silent right
Yes.
now. This world is so loud because of these phones.
Yeah, it's true.
All these screens.
That's me.
Put down your phones. Turn off your TVs. Just turn it off. Turn off the radio. You could turn the volume down, like all the way. I don't think you have to turn it off, but just make it silent. Look back on the good times that you had with the Queen.
Yeah.
And all of the fun.
Well, this great person.
One great person better than other people.
Mm-hmm.
More money.
Yes.
More friends.
Power.
Castles.
Mm-hmm.
Land.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Innocent.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you need the silence. The moment of it. Just to really think about it.
All right.
Viewer questions. This is the part of the video where we answer the questions left on last week's YouTube comment section. This time around, Devoid, our local cinephile, asking us for a review of The Barbarian in theaters now, which is a very misleading title. It has nothing to do with sword and sandals. Dylan, you saw the movie.
Yeah, I saw it.
Why are you scared, dude?
It was so scary, dude.
It was, wasn't
I
it?
was freaked out.
But isn't that a good thing? Because it's a horror movie and it's supposed to be scary, right?
I guess.
You did bring a real sword to the showing.
I brought a sword. I brought a weapon. I'm not gonna say what kind. And I got I brought a shield.
A loincloth.
Yes.
You were like, let's go, representation.
Yeah, I got so excited.
It's really good. I don't think are you hearing a lot of talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I heard a lot of good things.
Okay.
People saying good things. I haven't seen a bad review or a bad take.
I'm just a man on the street over here. You know that, Dylan.
Sure.
I'm talking to people and stuff. I'm like, hey, you see this movie? You seen this? You heard about this?
Yeah.
But I couldn't talk to anyone about it. No one had seen it yet. But it's just came out, so maybe they're they're not tuned in yet. But yeah, really good horror movie, like a horror movie. That alone just makes me happy, right?
That it's a horror movie?
Yeah, there's like, it's not like a Midsommar, like, well, it's a horror movie, but here's the thing, and then you had to like walk it back like 20 statements. Like, no, horror movie.
Which is a better horror movie so far? Barbarian or The Invitation?
Different flavors, you know. I think The Invitation's a little more
The cheesy
all
factor?
ages,
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, I feel
Different ratings. I'd say like this like hardcore horror. Invitation's fun though. If you want like something a little more teenaged. You
Yeah.
know? And then I guess Black Phone is kind of between the two, right? In
Yeah.
terms of maturity.
Yeah.
Anyways, thumbs up. I think it's two thumbs up. Official verdict. Go watch The Barbarian. By the guy who did The Whitest Kids You Know. That made me really happy.
Not Trevor, obviously, the other guy.
Legends.
Yeah.
Greg Hicks is asking for our favorite bass lines in rock songs, and this is a deep pool we could pull from. Dylan, you got anything come to mind?
You go first if you have an answer, because I don't.
I've been mulling it over.
Yes.
I am the generation that was raised on MTV News, so the Peace Sells riff is pretty logged into my brain.
It's a good one.
Were you watching MTV around that time? Like when it'd be like boom, 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 boom. MTV News.
Was it in there 98, 99?
I mean, you would remember it if it was.
I know, but I think I don't remember.
Again, people of a certain age, I think that baseline
Of course.
is locked in a place. I'm one of those people. However, myriad of options here, but I would say I really like Grip from Get a Grip on Yourself from the Stranglers. I think that's like a really good example of like what a bass line can do to serve a song, you know, because it kind of holds down the rhythm section, deviates a little, doesn't quite get too virtuosic, but like, man, if you want to know how a bass can really serve a rock song, Stranglers, Just Get a Grip on Yourself is great. And this question prompted me to revisit one of my favorite songs, Velvet Underground New Age 11-minute version from the Robert Quine box set, and man, that is an achingly beautiful bass solo. I've talked about it a few times. I urge everyone to listen to the 11-minute version of New Age. What do you got? Bass lines and songs.
All right. First it comes to mind.
Rock songs.
Oh, rock specific?
Rock and roll,
Can't
baby.
be metal?
Oh, well, you know.
Well, the first one
subgenre.
that I popped in was that Death song where he's like, brown, 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 brown.
The philosopher, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if that counts as a bass line.
No, that's a banger.
I know. Then the next thing that comes to mind is Juice Box by The Strokes, where it says yeah.
Okay.
Then, you gotta go with everyone's favorite, For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica.
Okay.
Then you gotta go, the White Stripes.
Gonna sue you.
Then you gotta go the AAS Maps, probably the best bass line in that.
Not a rock song particularly, per se. Stanley Clark's School Days.
Oh yeah.
Bling, 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 bling. Yeah.
You can't go wrong with any Stanley Clark.
Monster. But
But if you wanna know-
that's jazz rock fusion.
I get it.
I'm gonna give you some albums, and it's gonna feed into this next question. And I realized, I'm glad someone asked me this because it made me realize what a blind spot I have for this music. Samuel Rivera is asking about West Coast jazz, and this was like I had to do some research on this. I kind of know it maybe as like cool jazz. I think there's a lot of like overlap there, which as a little brain, a little pea brain, I just know it as like jazz that sounds like jazz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's West Coast jazz, and it's like a 50s style predominantly, not necessarily geographical. It's just a sound. I'm gonna name some albums. You tell me what stands out to you. Time Out, Dave Brubeck Quartet.
No, okay, that counts as West Coast jazz.
Birth of Cool, Miles Davis.
Really?
Chet Baker,
that
Stan Getz,
Yeah.
Gary Mulligan. They put Cal Tjader in there, but I always associate him with like the more Latin stuff.
Yeah.
Good. But yeah, I realize this is a huge chunk of the jazz story. You have any picks from these guys I just named off? These are the big players.
Well, I like that Brubeck record. It's Time
Oh,
Out.
Time Out?
Yeah. I like that record. For the
Okay.
drumming, but I forgot the drummer. Birth of Cool, you said?
Yeah.
Also a classic. I know albums, but I can't
Yeah.
call it for you.
These are all names that I see that are like burned into my brain from looking at records that I've never really connected. You know what I'm saying? Listen to Time Out. You're saying
Yeah.
you listen to some more West Coast jazz and
Yeah.
expand my mind.
Didn't know they counted West Coast.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't know.
Well, I mean, compared to like your Blue Note cool jazz or your Blue Note like bop, hard bop, etc. that was happening at the same time. That would have been more of an East Coast thing. So just a little something to think about. That's why we like answering your questions. And if you have any question you would like to see answered in next week's video, leave a comment in the YouTube comment section down below. We will address it next week. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace. Oh yeah. Yeah.